exercise 8.2, which is related to midpoint theorem. First we need to understand what is midpoint theorem. Suppose in a triangle ABC, if P is the midpoint of AB and Q is the midpoint of AC, and if I join PQ, then PQ is parallel to BC and PQ is half of BC. So what does the theorem say? In a triangle, the line segment joining the midpoints of the two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and half of the third side. This is midpoint theorem. Now it's converse. What is converse? In a triangle ABC, if P is the midpoint, so now it is given P is the midpoint, okay, and PQ is parallel to BC. PQ is parallel to BC. This is also given. Then automatically Q also becomes the midpoint of AC. So what does midpoint theorem say? It is given both the midpoints are there. So it is given okay, these two are midpoint. P and Q are midpoint. Then PQ is parallel to BC and PQ is half of BC. And what is converse? In a triangle, one side P is the midpoint and PQ is parallel to BC, then automatically Q also becomes the midpoint of AC. Based on these two properties, we will be solving next exercise. So now, what all things we have to remember? What all properties we have to use while solving this sum? We have to use the properties of a parallelogram. How to prove it is a parallelogram? And we have to use properties of midpoint theorem. Let us look at first sum. 8.2, exercise 8.2, first sum. ABCD is a quadrilateral. So I will draw ABCD, it is given ABCD is a quadrilateral. So now what do I know about this? Once I know it is a quadrilateral, sum of all angle is 360 degree. That's it. I don't know anything else other than this property for a quadrilateral. And PQRS are the midpoints. So for P is the midpoint, Q is the midpoint, R is the midpoint, and S is the midpoint. Whenever midpoint is given, I will take this as, this part I will name it as A. So this also becomes A because it is the midpoint. This is B, so this is also B because Q is the midpoint. This is C and this is C because it is the midpoint. And this is D and this is also D because S is the midpoint. Simple. Now you have to prove that AC is a diagonal. Show that SR is parallel to AC and SR is half of AC. This you have to prove first. Second, you have to prove that PQ is equal to SR. PQ is equal to SR. And third, you have to prove that PQRS is a parallelogram. Now please, all of y'all, please understand this sum properly, because in this exercise at least 3 or 4 sums, if I divide those sums into 4 parts, their first part will be this part. So this sum will be there in all the sums basically, right? Now what is given? PQRS is the PQRS, it is given midpoint. So construction, not join. I have to prove SR. So where is SR? This is SR. So I will join AC. So I have joined AC. Right? Now in triangle A, C and D, in triangle ACD, S and R are the midpoints of AD and CD respectively. So therefore, can I apply midpoint theorem? S and R are the midpoints. S and R are the midpoint and this is the base AC. So can I say therefore SR is parallel to AC and SR is half of AC. This I will name it as 1. And what will be the reason? Midpoint theorem. So proved. First part is proved. SR is parallel to AC and SR is half of AC. It is proved. So this part is done. Now second I have to prove PQ is equal to SR. So in triangle, now you take in triangle A, B, C. P and Q are the midpoints of AB and BC respectively. So therefore, can I say PQ is parallel to AC and PQ is equal to half of AC. This I will name it as 2. Again, this is nothing but midpoint theorem. Right? So now from 1 and 2, can I say from 1 and 2, SR is half of AC, here PQ is also half of AC. So therefore, can I say SR is equal to PQ from 1 and 2, right? See, 1 says SR is half of AC, 2 says PQ is also half of AC. So both of them are half of AC, that means both of them are equal. Also, SR is parallel to AC and PQ is parallel to AC. So can I say SR is parallel to PQ from 1 and 2? Correct? Now in quadrilateral PQRS, I have SR is parallel to PQ and SR is equal to PQ. Now same, so if I suppose I have PQRS, P, Q, R and S. SR is parallel to PQ and SR is equal to PQ. When same pair is parallel as well as equal, it becomes a parallelogram. So therefore, PQRS, quadrilateral PQRS is a parallelogram. So third part also we have proved. Understood this? Please note down this sum.